Hello my lovelies, so this is the second time of me filming this video. I have been really struggling to upload videos. Has anyone else been struggling to upload videos on TikTok? I've got a new phone. This should not be the case. Anyway, we're going to go to green screen first and then I want to talk to you. Well, what I'm talking to you about today is those new Covergirl True Blend Skin Enhancer blushes that have come out. I think that's the name of them, and they've just brought a powder out as well. They're kind of dupes for the Hourglass, which I've got, so this video is me talking myself out of buying those blushes. I'm not much keen on the bronzer that they brought out, and I'm not much keen on the kind of like skin enhancer powder. So let me show you what I'm talking about if you don't already know, or you live in the UK and you don't keep an eye out on what is coming out in the US and Canada. So let me go to green screen. Okay, so first of all, let me show you the blushes, then we'll go into the blusher shade names, and then I'll go into the swatches that a person on TikTok, she's called One Swatch. I haven't seen too many of her videos, but I came across this one. So let me just make me a little bit smaller and we can talk a little bit further about them. Okay, so One Swatch has shown us this as well. So you got like, I think the shade up here at the top left is Rose Latte. And then the other one here on the right, top right, is Pink Please or Please. I always forget the name of it, but it's the one that I want the most. And then the other one, like bottom left, I'm not too sure of the shade name there. I think it's Strawberry Drizzle actually, and then the other one's Berry. But we'll go through the shade names and we'll talk about that in a minute. And I also want to do some comparisons with my own collection, and that's how I want to talk myself out of it. So, and then you can leave a comment as well if you want and just say, oh Andrea, you don't need them. Because I feel like you're going to be the ones that are going to be able to talk me out of it. So what does that say? Swatching every shade of the new blushes from Covergirl. So they do only have 4 shades. She's put viral blush swatches. I need this formula in 100 more shades. So she's asking for more shades from Covergirl. So okay, let's leave this here and then go over to the next photo. Okay, so these are the shades. Yes, 400, please, please, pink. I'll look back when I'm editing. 410, Rose Latte. I feel like there, 410 Rose Latte, I feel like that's every shade in my blush collection. I do have a lot of pinks as well. And then we've got 420 Strawberry Drizzle, bright red with light red swirls. I don't go for that shade ordinarily. And 430 Berry Punch, berry with fuchsia swirls. I don't normally go for that shade ordinarily. So those two at the bottom are fine. I could possibly get by with not getting Rose Latte as well, nude with pink swirls, but I really am drawn to the bright pink with light pink swirls. Well, that does not look bright pink to me, does it to you guys? Anyway, that's that. Okay, so this is the shade I really like. You can see on the fairest of the fair how beautiful it looks. Let's just take this away. Let's take me away. Take me out of the equation because I'm trying to talk myself out of it. And then on deeper skin tones, it looks absolutely stunning. You can see just how much of a glow there is on the person up at the top with a really deep skin tone. Well, I wouldn't say really deep, but she's got a deeper skin tone than me. On the fair girl there, you can't really see it. But then on the middle skin tone, you can see it. You can see that it's got quite a lot of luminosity to it. Now, I've seen this shade on eBay, and if I've got time, I will insert a clip of that as well. But if not, we'll talk about this a different time because I'm nearly 5 minutes in and I want to show you the blushes that I've got to compare. Okay, so Rose Latte, I can completely say no to that. I've got a shade by Hourglass called Mood Exposure. I think it's a dupe. Well, I think Rose Latte is a dupe for Mood Exposure, so we can say no to that. Right, so although Berry Punch looks beautiful, and I'm talking beautiful on these women, you can see that they've got a deeper skin tone to what I've got. I feel like this shade is for deeper skin tones and it's not really one for me. So at the moment, it's just that one shade that I'm like itching to get. I've seen it on eBay, like I said, but it is £22. £22 ship it from the US to my address. I think it was either £22 or £25, and at the moment the Hourglass ones are only £30. So why would I spend £25 on a Covergirl one? We all know Covergirl's Drugstore, and yes, Drugstore makeup has gone up. I agree, if that's what you're thinking, but Hourglass, you know, is top tier. So let's leave that here. I've shown you everything that I need to show you, and I want to show you my blushers, and we'll take it from there. Oh, I can show it to you. I sent this to my friend in Australia. Even in Australia, they've gone down. Like, they've gone down. They're on sale this week. So £13.36, which if it was just £13.36, I would have just got it. But £8.46 postage, and that gives it a grand total of £21.82. So we can call it £22. My worry is the packaging. The packaging on these kind of blushers breaks so easy. It's like the packaging on Essence blushers, on Wet n Wild blushers, and then I would have paid £22 for a blusher that's not sustainable. So I think I'm basically coming to my own conclusions here. I want to show you what I've got, so let's stop this here and let's go into my blushers. Right, so we shouldn't need to be on green screen anymore, so I've just got rid of that for now. Okay, so I'm going to show you the blusher. Hang on. We might have to go to green screen actually, so I can show you them, not side by side exact, but anyway, the blusher's in here. So what shade is that? Luminous. Hang on. So the blusher is Diffused Heat. So they're saying they've tried to dupe it, and I can see the similarities. So there's that one, and then I've got another one. I think it's Luminous Rose. No, sorry, it's Luminous Flush. This looks very similar as well. So there's that, and I do have Luminous Rose as well in this very old Hourglass palette. So there's a lot. I've got a lot there, you know, so I'm not too sure why I've got this itch to scratch in getting the Covergirl one. So again, they're the shades. I definitely think I've got the top two shades in an Hourglass. Yeah, it's as I thought. This looks very similar to the blush that I want. This looks very similar to that kind of strawberry one, Strawberry Drizzle, but not as strong. This looks similar to the Latte one. This looks similar to in between the Pink Please and the Strawberry Drizzle. It's like you do not need it. And the Luminous Flush as well looks the same. It looks more or less the same a blush as the Pink Please. So, you know, I'm just going to try and stay off eBay and try and not buy it. I'll show you my Kosas ones as well, which are very similar. Now, people are saying the shade Hype is very similar to the Pink Please one. So this one is Blissed. To me, that looks really similar to the one I've been looking at. This one is in the shade Butterflies. There isn't a shade like that. It wouldn't surprise me if they brought a shade out like that though. And then this one is Euphoria. So I have got so many baked blushes. Why do I need to spend like £22? Or if I get two, if I get the Rose Latte or whatever it's called, then it's going to cost me near enough £40 to import it to the UK. And who knows, I might have to pay tax on top of it. So Andrea, you've made your decision, stick to it. Thank you for watching, guys, and thank you for helping talk me out of this mad situation.